Okay, now we're going to move on to the magic wand tool. Again, it's the next selection on your toolbar. If you don't see it, if you see the quick selection tool, it's underneath there. It's called magic wand. The magic wand it gets a bad rap because it selects a whole bunch of stuff kind of automatically. You've got the same Boolean operations, so you can add, subtract, intersect, stuff like that. Your sample size is really useful. I tend to keep it at, something more than the point sample. So I generally use 5 by 5 depending on the size of the image. And then your tolerance just defines how much the selection, like if I pick right in this area, it says, well, I'm going to go within 29 color ranges of that selection. So you've also got anti-alias. I tend to leave that on. It just creates a nicer selection. And contiguous does selections, so it runs until it runs into something. So let me click and I'll show you. And you'll see it selects right up to the edge of this balloon, and it selects around. And so these color variations where it stops, this one is lighter, this one is darker than the 29 range. Okay. So that's what the contiguous means. If I shut off contiguous, it would select anything on the image. And you can sample all layer files. It depends on what you want to do. That's really an option for you. So I'm going to go through again. I'm on plus, so I'm just go through and pick those colors and say, okay, I want to add this to it. And you can see I sort of walk around the balloon, okay, to get what I want selected. So selecting those, and you can see I can zoom in here, and I've got an area of selection that isn't selected, so I can just click using the plus and grab that. And you can see I got a nice decent selection around the balloon. So let's fit that to my screen, and I just zoomed out. I didn't do Command or Control 0, by the way. So that's done, and I can actually fit it to my screen, and you can see the sky of that balloon layer is selected. So what I can do is generate the mask, okay, and it's exactly the opposite of what I wanted. So I'm going to press Control Shift I, or Control I, sorry, not Control Shift I, to invert the mask selection, okay? So now if I zoom out a little bit, I can move this image around anywhere on here. I can even scale it down to create, make the balloon a little smaller in the frame. So essentially I'm building a composite of what I want. Okay? Say okay. That's the magic wand tool. Some people call it the tragic wand tool. It's useful if you use it right and you know how the different options create for you. So play with it and see if it gets you what you want. And don't forget, you can use multiple types to get what you want.